So I'm going to introduce someone who is the founder and owner of Your Purpose-Driven Practice. She's also the creator of the Speaker Talent Church. Well, it's a higher calling, you know. I'm so beautiful. Okay, the Speaker Talent Search. And that's something where if somebody wants to get involved with that, you'll have that opportunity as well. But it does give you a chance to get on someone else's stage. And we'll learn more about that, I'm assuming, here at some point. So with that said, we will introduce that person that's no longer a secret, Rebecca.
We're going to take some time to acknowledge a really special group. We're bringing to the stage our I was like, what year is this? 2018 Spring Forward Success Panelists. So if I could have our success panelists line up, that would be fabulous. And this is a special group of individuals that is really stepping forward and shining in beautiful ways. And this is a way for us to acknowledge and celebrate them. So come on up and have a seat. And I want you to hold space for them and celebrate them. I think it's really important as a community that we come together and we acknowledge what people are doing and we learn about it and we celebrate them growing and stretching out into new spaces. So that's what we're going to be doing with this section. Does that sound good? Okay, so as we get our final panelists up on the stage, all good. I'm going to briefly introduce each person from the heart, and I've asked them to share in 4 to 5 minutes some way that I've impacted them. I'm hoping in a positive way, but they do have choice in how they decide to express that. And then I've asked them to also share some ways that they're stepping out, shining and expanding so that you can know about that. There may be some things that they share about that are at their table. So the table's in the back corner. So if you turn around and face the back, it'll be the back left corner that you can find their table. So if they refer to something that you want to dig into a little bit more, that's where you can find it. Does that sound good? Okay, so let's give them a round of applause. Woo! And I'm deciding who I want to start with. I am thinking I'd love to start with Phyllis. So Phyllis Fleming is an amazing woman that is passionate about passion. And helping people really step into that, find their gifts, find their strengths, find their passion again, and build their life around that. She holds a place for you to step fully into your passion. So please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Phyllis Flemings to the stage. Woo! Oh, you're welcome.
Wow. Put that there for a second. Wow, let me stand over here. I don't want to stand in front of anybody. But as she said, my name is Phyllis. I'm going to tell you a little story. This may sound familiar to you, but long time ago, there was this person that owned a lot of property, wealthy. And so he decided to go check in on the people that worked for him, and he gave them different talents. One, he gave 1 talent. Another one, 5 talents. Another one, 10. So he went away. Much later, he came back and he called them in. He said to the one that had the 10, "So how did things go for you?" The guy said, "Wow, thank you so much. I was able to use those 10 talents. I have doubled it. I have even more." The one that had the 5, same thing. So excited. She said, "You know what? Thank you for those talents. And now I have doubled them." The one with the 1 talent said, "Listen, I was afraid. I didn't know what you would do to me. I thought you probably would take the 1 that you gave me. So I didn't do anything. Here's your talent back." And so the person said, "Well, you know what? Get away from me. You didn't use the talents that I gave you, so I'm taking that 1 and I'm giving it to the one with 10. Rebecca, she was given talents. She was given many talents. But what she did when she was given those talents, she didn't say, oh my goodness, I'm going to step back. Neither did she say, I'm going to keep my talents to myself. She stepped out and she shared with anybody who would listen. She shared her talents. She was willing to give. And the more she gave, guess what? The more she received. I think about when I first met Rebecca, I think it was Cynthia. I think you were the one that invited me the first time I came. I was so impressed with the love this woman has in her heart. Sincere, not just pretending. She is sincere, caring, compassionate, kind, loving, authentic. This is who she is. And she gives us all opportunities. She's given me many opportunities. I was able to be in the 2 of her books already, and I'm in the 3rd one now. I was able to be on her stage to speak. I was able to participate when she was doing the speakers contest. I mean, she just has the opportunity out there. I have learned so much from her. I remember when Kathleen was saying how she didn't know how to ask. I had the same challenge. I was listening to Kathleen and I said, that's me. Because one of the things when I did my speech for the speakers contest, she told me later, I asked for feedback. She said, you did a good job, but they really wanted you to make an offer. I didn't make an offer. I told them what I did, told them what I could do, but did I make an offer? No. And they went, when is she gonna offer something? Rebecca told me about that. I'm still learning. I'm still learning to make that offer. And she does it so well. I mean, she does it where she gives you an opportunity. If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. No love is lost. She still loves you. She still is out there reaching, bringing you in. I always tell her, and plus, when you start working with her, she's there for you 100%. How does she do that? I don't know. But she's there. She acts as if you're the only person that she cares about at that time. Then you look over there and she's with someone else. She makes them feel that they're the only person because she is authentic. She's kind. Even when she gives you feedback that's, not quite, she does it in an uplifting way. You don't feel like this. You feel, wow, she wants me to succeed. She wants me to do well. She wants me to make a difference because she knows that I can do that. She's special. Very special to me, and special to so many other people. I am so grateful for the opportunity to stand here and say that, because this woman, I don't know where this other energy comes from, she has more than 2, 3, 4 people, because she's into doing so many things, and once she steps out and learns something new, she calls us in. You want to participate? Here's the opportunity. You can take this opportunity. But she's not going to leave you there by yourself. She will definitely stand by you and walk beside you. I thank you for the opportunity to do this. Thank you, Rebecca. I love you dearly. You're special.
I love you too. Thank you. Do you want to?
Yeah, I forgot. These are the result of, I've been attending. So these are my flowers. I wanted to bring those and show them to her, how I have put them. Aren't they beautiful? Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, the passion that you have. You have so moved my heart. I'm just, thank you. I feel very honored. Thank you. So I have to take a breath. Would you take one with me? So thank you. Cynthia. So Cynthia and I have been on this journey for quite a while, and we share this passion for helping people be seen, helping them bring their message forward. And I love that you help them with Twitter, kind of stepping out a little bit more into that visibility in really bite-sized pieces so it's accessible. So I love the work that you do, the support that you provide people and speakers so they can be heard, connect, and feel confident in that space and really be seen and shine. So Cynthia, I just adore you and glad to have you with us today. And let's welcome Cynthia Stott to the stage. Woo!
Beautiful. Visibility, I'm a global visibility expert, right? I'm an international speaker, mentor, coach, and those were 2 of my 5 phobias. My nickname in college was Miss Wiggles because my whole body shook and my lips quivered and I could barely get my words out. And I worked through that, and I worked with a lot of speaker coaches, including a world champion of public speaking. And then one day God said to me, you need to go to Rebecca's speaker training. And I liked her, and I knew about her, but I was like, but why? And God said, she's an authenticity expert. And when you work with her, you're going to deepen into, because I thought I was authentic. I thought I was telling my truth, but God knew different. And when I worked with her, in her beautiful, loving way, she encouraged me to step forward into something that I was hiding. I'm a business medium, an oracle, a channel for your higher self, but I worked at the Fed and I went to Bible college. I did not want to be out like that. And so Rebecca's very sneaky also, I will say.
Strategic.
Yes, but it feels sneaky sometimes. She goes, Cynthia, we have this wonderful opportunity for you to come to this event and be a vendor, and it's free if you bring your wand, your magic wand, which I have in the back, and give business readings. And I'm like, but I'm a success mindset expert, and I'm an executive coach, and I don't want to do business readings with a wand. Well, now I've gotten into it, and I am so happy to share with you that the future gazing session that I've created, I'm doing a free call on Wednesday, and I've used one of my magical clipboards. And this clipboard, I've made over $3,000 from one networking event where I wasn't a speaker and I wasn't a vendor. So if you want to find out how, come see me.
Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Or Cynthia. My phone loves her so much, it says her name twice every time she calls. So she's Cynthia. Thank you. Trina. Now, Trina and I have gotten to know each other more recently, so we don't have as long of a journey. If you'd like, you're welcome to stand, so we haven't had as long of a journey together. But I have loved the journey that we've had. And I've been so impressed with how you show up in the world, how you bring your legacy forward of your grandma, and all the different art forms that you express and help others connect with themselves really beautifully. So I appreciate how you show up in the world, the beautiful art that you create that lifts up others and connects them so deeply. So can we lean in and warmly welcome Trina Swerdlow to the stage? Woo! Welcome.
Well, as Rebecca said, we haven't known each other very long, and today is the first time we have ever met in person. We've talked on the phone, we've done instant messaging and emails galore, working on the Grandmother Legacies book. And so today I said I can't wait to finally be able to give you a hug and see you in real time. So when she first emailed me with the opportunity to be one of the co-authors of the Grandmother Legacies, I thought, who is this woman? I didn't know her. And it looked interesting. And anything about grandmothers, because I had one of the greatest grandmothers. I can't say the greatest because there's so many great grandmothers, but I had an amazing Grandma Rose. And I thought, wow, I could shine more light on Grandma Rose. So I loved the topic. And then I thought, but I got to get to know this woman. So I started researching her. And I watched her web TV shows, like several. And I heard some of her personal stories, some of her childhood challenges. And some of them lined right up with mine. And I immediately felt like she was a spiritual sister. And that this call and this opportunity was meant to be. So I said yes after I did my homework, did my research, and I am so glad I did, because it's amazing that she shares how nervous she was on stages and shy. And it just tells all of us that are introverts, I'm an recovering introvert, that there's hope and that we can too get on the stage even if we're terrified of it. So, and also your remarkable ability to strategize, all your left brain stuff comes in too, which is fantastic from your background, and social media, and I mean just, you know, she's got it going on, as you men and women know. One of the last things I want to say about Rebecca is what comes to mind for me is that she's the epitome of playfulness and depth. The giggle and then the depth, which I think is a very magical combination. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Playfulness and depth. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to share some things that some other creative energies that have come to me because I said yes, and I wrote my chapter about my grandmother Rose. And when I was writing it, I was sharing about how as a little tiny girl living in an unsafe home where sexual abuse and violence were unfortunately a big part of my life, my artwork was a safe haven, one of my 2 safe havens. Grandma was the other one. And so I found that I had a voice with my artwork. I had some power. There was hope. It got me out of bed in the mornings. It really did keep me going. And so I was talking about in my chapter about my paper people, that I would create these amazing worlds of paper friends, even though I had a little girlfriend next door, but in the house I needed some friends, I needed some allies, so I created them. And I cut them out, and they were my peeps. And so when I was doing that, I realized, you know, in my work today with women, I teach assertiveness, and a few men, but mostly women. I teach assertiveness even to health professionals that I would think, you know, they have doctorates, and I would think that they would not need my services.